Hey everybody, this is James with WSTrades.com. I want to provide an update here on a few trending tickers in the market. First, AMC. See people are searching that and looking for that today. I haven't covered this one in a while, but last time I did, they were still respecting this downtrend line going all the way back to June of last year. So they'd been respecting this thing for a long time and haven't really been paying attention to them, but they did break above that trend line finally. And I also noticed that they got above this 100-day exponential moving average. So definitely a good sign there that they didn't come up to this trend line and reject it and start to sell off again. So you can see they came from about $13.40 or so all the way up to $34.35. So it was a pretty hard run, and now you have all the profit taking coming in. So actually, I would like to take a look here on this time frame at some fib levels and kind of see where we are at. So we're already below the 61.8% retracement. That would have been good if we could have seen buying step in around 50%, maybe 61.8. So it's right at this level here, around $20, $21. To me, it looks like it's going to open a little bit higher today, but to me, it looks like it might retrace all the way down to the 78.6% level. That's kind of where I'm looking now, since the buyers didn't step in here at 61.8. So if I had to guess and I had to gamble, I would say this thing is going to go down here and retrace 78.6. And then, of course, if that level does not hold, well, I think even if this level it's at right now around $20, if that $20 level does not hold, buyers don't step in and start to rip the thing. Honestly, I think it's going probably towards a 100% retracement. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. You know, I'd like to see some buyers step in here any day now and really start to rip this thing up again. That would be a nice higher low. And then we could start looking at this thing actually getting in an uptrend. I mean, it's definitely a good sign here that it busted above these levels here. Made a higher high here. Good sign. Broke through this trend line. Another good sign. Broke through this 100-day EMA. Which was a good sign. It fell below that, but it's still above this downtrend line, and it still has a chance here to make a higher low. Another ticker I wanted to look at was ticker BBIG, or Venco Ventures. And I was looking at, let me look at the weekly. I think I noticed on the weekly that it just crossed over. The MACD just crossed over. There was a big gap up here and a crossover. So I started looking at the daily time frame. And I wanted to look at some fib levels here to kind of see what's going on. So it was down here around $1.94, around $2, made this hard rip all the way up to about $3.50 or so. And now it's facing some consolidation and a little bit of profit taking. So it was peeled back quite a bit from that $3.50 high there. So again, on this one, I'm kind of looking, you see buyers stepped in on this candle right here at the 50% retracement level. This thing is trading right where it was at close yesterday. So it doesn't look like it's going to be making a higher open or a lower open. It might open right where it was at close yesterday. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping we don't really see the buying stepping back in yet too hard. But I'm kind of hoping here at this 50% level, you know, if it does bleed down a little bit more and touch this 50% level again, that the buyers step back in hard and start to rip away from that level. But yeah, I definitely would like to see around maybe the 50% retracement area, the 61.8% retracement area, buyers really to step in and rip away from that level. And that would be a good sign to have a higher low here, because you can even see from this point here, you know, you're just a series of lower lows. You got a crazy move and explosion here, but outside of that, it just immediately bled down and came back to set this new low here, or lower low on this daily time frame at a $1.94. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. And then one other one I wanted to look at, which was NIO, and I was looking at the weekly time frame here. Not really seeing anything. The MACD, it looks like it wants to cross above here, but it looks like they're heading for a lower open. They closed at 2168 yesterday, trading around 2147 right now in pre-market. So they're heading towards a lower open, slightly lower open today, but as you can see on this weekly time frame, this downtrend line is still in play. Unlike AMC that was able to bust through that and bust through this 100-day EMA, NIO is still trading well below the 100-day EMA and well below this downtrend line, and they have not yet crossed over on the MACD. RSI is sitting around 40 right now, so I'm not really sold yet that NIO is done, like the sell-off is over. You still, have this series of lower highs working down here, and this is a fresh low here around 15.15. So I definitely want to see when this thing rallies back up, what's going to happen here at this 100-day EMA. You can see they recently crossed below that. So I think that's the first barrier to the upside I would like to see broken. And then this downtrend line is a big level for me right here. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on those things. Let me also give an update here on a few of my positions that I have on right now. So I sold a bunch of call spreads. Qualcomm is a big one here. Let me go over that one. So yeah, Qualcomm, the last time, let me go to the daily because the weekly is just not showing a lot of detail. But the last time Qualcomm was around this level here, or ticker QCOM, was around this 140 level, I was just looking at it and thinking that this thing was just going to die hard. So I went out and actually bought the 140 put. I want to say they were trading up around like 142, 143. So somewhere in this area. Just looking at the chart and just like this thing is going to tank, this thing is going to die hard. So I bought the 140 put. Expiration was April 14th. And of course they made this big rally and I was like, well, I might get screwed on this trade. Looks like they're going to rip away and just take off to the moon. And then markets just started to dump again. Qualcomm started to dump again, and this thing just went in the money. So I think this 140 level is really key, and it closed just below that, and it looks like it may have a lower open. So it closed at 139.28 yesterday, and you can see it's trading somewhere around 139.15 right now. That would be the mark here in pre-market trading. So I'm kind of hoping this thing just continues to tank because I only have until April 14th on this. So I would like to see a big move lower from here. I think my break even is going to be around 132, 133, somewhere in there. And then I had a couple other positions. One of them is Apple. I sold a call spread on Apple, and then they just did this crazy thing. You can see I have a trend line up here that they blasted through with that recent rip we had in the market. My short call here is 175. My long call is 180 for April. So that thing got pretty deep in the money there. And then they just started to die off and back off. And you can see them as well looking for a lower open. So I'm kind of hoping with this super hard rip that we pull back to at least the 50% retracement on the fibs or 61.8 on this daily. And then I'll make out okay there. Snow was another one, ticker SNOW, and this one is still well below this downtrend line. But I think 225 is my short and 230 is my long call, I believe. So they're trading around 211 right now. So that's looking a lot better for me. I hope they continue to dump here and at least hit that 50% retracement level, hopefully 61.8, because if they can just kind of stay below 225 before the April month or the April 14th expiration, then I'm going to make out good there. What else did I have on here? I thought I had one other. Oh, Disney was another one. I think that worked out pretty good for me. I also sold a spread on them, and I believe 145 is my short. Let me see here. So Disney, DIS, yeah, because they're at 132 right now. Yeah, 145 is my short call, 150 is my long call. So that is looking fantastic. That's looking like max profit for April 14th. And then there's, let me see, was there two other ones? Oh yeah, UPST. This is another one that was looking pretty bearish to me. So I sold a call spread on them for April 14th. And this one has a short call of 125. So that is looking fantastic. That is looking like max profit. As long as they stay below that 125 by April 14th, I'm going to go max profit there. And then SQ, this one is still hurting me. It's still deep in the money. Short call here is actually 115. So I need them to move significantly lower here for me to come out profitable or, not max loss, because my short here is 115, my long is 120. They're still trading at 128. So this one might end up getting me. And then one that's really close for me is ticker XLY. This is for April 14th, and my short is 180. So you can see they are trading right there. Short call is 180, long call is 185. This was a really, really hard rip. I mean, from around 165 all the way up to about 192, 193. So I could see them retracing a little more. So I just need them to die off a little bit, sell off a little bit more, and kind of stay below that 180 level before April 14th. And, I can make out max profit there. So I'll definitely continue to keep you guys updated on all these trades for the April 14th expiration and how they are working out. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you soon.